Hi everyone, it's Donna here, and I am recording this video ahead of time because I'm planning to go to an estate sale on Saturday. Today I have 5 wedding dress bodices, and I actually have 4 more dresses on the way to me. But today I have 5, and if I'm not back at the house by the time this video airs, which will be 1 o'clock Eastern time, you'll get an automatic email from me to let you know that I'm away and not to expect a response until I get back to the house. So I'm going to get started. I have to start off with my usual disclaimer when I'm selling wedding dress bodices. While it's normally the prettiest part of the dress, the most heavily beaded, the most intricate, it's also usually the most difficult to work with, because more times than not the stitching that holds the beads and sequins on go all the way through the satin. So the only way to remove them without losing the beads and sequins is to fussy cut around them, and even doing that you have to be careful to check on the back side and seal in some stitches that might go between appliques. So with that being said, up first, bodice number 1. These are kind of difficult to show. I'm gonna pan through first and then come down so you can see the appliques that are on them. This one has clear sequins, pearl beads. It's a sleeveless bodice, and that's the front side. I'll flip it over in a minute. This one has the corded alençon appliques on it, and it is pretty much covered with them, going all the way down to the bottom. And then flip it over. There are more on the back. There's also the satin covered buttons on this one, and the appliques are the same on the back. So this one is bodice number 1. I'm asking $8 for this one. Whoops. Bodice number 2 has the sleeves on it. Am I all the way out? Yep. This one is the dress that, if you saw my video last weekend, the panels with the cross hatching, it has the same thing on the sleeves on this one. But let me pan down. This one does, around the top of the neckline, there is some like makeup stain, so there's a little bit of discoloration right around here, but the rest is okay. Down. This one has, I think these are iridescent sequins on here. I see a little bit of color reflecting on them. It's not very, very iridescent, but they are iridescent. And then you've got this coming off the bottom. And I'll come down so you can see the appliques on here. To the top, and this is where that discoloration is, just around the very top there. And then the sleeves, they have the very puffy sleeves at the top, and it has this cross hatching with the beads on it, and then that at the bottom of that, and then down the sleeves. There's some pretty appliques going down the sleeves to the bottom. Oh, and this one has the pearl buttons on the sleeves. And then let me flip it over. And this one has the pearl buttons all the way down the back, or halfway down the back as well. Not as many appliques on the back, but there's still some. So this is bodice number 2. Oh, I am all the way out. I am asking $10 for this one. Oh, and I forgot to say at the beginning, since I only have 5 of these, and there's if you are interested in more than one, but you only want one, give me your order of preference and let me know your order of preference. That way, if the first one you want is already sold, then I can go down and see if the others are available. Okay, bodice number 3. This one has the cutwork style appliques on here, clear sequins. I'm going to pan down. This whole top part is on tulle, so you can easily cut those out. And the rest is on the satin. And I'm going to come down so you can see the appliques. Very pretty. Nice beadwork. Goes around the side there and up the middle. And this is the part that's on tulle. There's a big medallion here. And then this one, I put a note. This one was new. It had a price tag of $598. The appliques on this one are removable. I think this is the only one where the appliques, the bead stitching does not go through the satin, so you will be able to carefully remove those without losing the beads and sequins by seam picking them. The back has quite a bit as well, and all the way down. No buttons on this one. So that is bodice number 3. I'm asking $12 for this one. Bodice number 4 is a cream colored appliques. The sequins on here have, I wouldn't say they're yellow, but they look kind of smoky. That's how I would describe the color of the appliques on here. This one does have the sleeves. I'm gonna come down in a minute, but this one has really nice beadwork on it. And the sleeves have this panel of kind of rouging with beads, and I'll come down on this in a minute. And then there's kind of this little dangly piece. Well, let me come down on it now since I'm showing it. There's a little bit of trim underneath, and then this panel of rouging with the beads going down it. And this can come off as one whole piece. You could carefully take it apart there and take it apart there, and you have this whole piece. And it has these little dangles coming. These are sewed into it, so you can't. It's not like a trim that you can take off. It's sewed into the fabric there. Come back out and finish panning, and then I'll come down so you can see, because this is beautiful up in here. And it comes down. Did I say these are clear sequins? This was the dress that had those fan-shaped panels on them with the rays of beads, and this gorgeousness down at the bottom here. And these are embroidered appliques on this one. Get that going around the bottom. And there's the rays. And then up, towards the top, look at that gorgeous teardrop pearls, and rows of pearls. And then this around the top. This is where the sequins are the most smoky, is right up in here and a little bit there. I'm going to pan over to the sleeve again. You saw the rouging with the dangles, and then going down the sleeves there are more appliques going down, and then you have one of those fans at the bottom of each sleeve, and some satin covered buttons. And then on the back side, there's not as much on the back side. They have that same beadwork along the top of the bodice. So I'm going down, and then the same kind of scalloped, almost scalloped trim with beads along the bottom. Come on. Oh, I'm already out. So this is bodice number 4. I'm asking $15 for this one. And lastly, bodice number 5 is covered front and back in appliques, and these are the corded Alençon appliques. There are no sequins on here. This is all beadwork, all beads. And I'm just going to pan down to this beautiful bit at the bottom here. Let me see, there's a string holding it on. This whole part is not attached. And there's the beadwork here. The whole front is covered. It's almost like a fabric. Very nice beadwork on here. Lots of beads. To the top. And then flip it over. And the back is covered with little pearl clusters. Little pearl clusters all over it. All over the appliques. And then down to the bottom, you've got this is not attached, it covered the zipper, so that's probably going to come off. So this is bodice number 5. I am asking $15 for this one as well. I believe all of these weigh just under the weight for first class mail. Pretty sure this one does too. I think. If it's not, I'll put something in the description box. Of course, if you purchase more than one, it will be priority mail, so the shipping will be a little bit higher, of course. But that's all I have for today. Hopefully I'll be back when this video goes up so that I can respond right away. If you're interested in any of these, the instructions on how to order are in the description box down below. And if I got something at the estate sale, I'll come back on and show you what I got. But that's it for now. Bye!